You're thinking about it too much.
So we got a call today for a Jeep Cherokee that is stuck up by Tokerville Falls, and we're gonna go get him out.
It is a beautiful winter day. It's probably 48 degrees out there. It is overcast and it's almost threatening to sprinkle, but it's not gonna rain.
I'm back here in the peanut gallery, obviously.
So it sounds like the customer has driven up the infamous Radio Tower Road. I would guess that he knows better, and I'd also guess that he is regretting his decision.
Agreed.
For those of you that aren't familiar with the radio towers, you're about to get familiar with it. How many jobs have we done up there? 3 or 4?
Yeah, something like that.
The black, like a YJ. That one was terrifying. She was sitting there with her foot on the brake. It was a manual transmission, and she was up there for hours with her foot on the brake.
She could not get out. Like it was quite scary.
This customer says he's not getting out either. There was a maroon Lexus that had like 40,000 miles on it. That thing spent the night. They had it tied down to a root or something. And then right after we got it out, he drove to Moab, drove it straight into a flash flood, totaled it.
Oh.
Rory sent me pictures. He's like, hey, you recognize this rig? I would say without a doubt, this is the most terrifying place that we do rescues routinely. There's a cliff of death on one side, a hill of no return, like Grim Reaper style hill on the other side. There's nothing to protect you. There's terrible angles and you're just exposed.
To compare this to the sand chute, this is terrifying, and the sand chute is just flat out work. No matter what, you're gonna be working your tail off to get out of there.
One thing about the sand chute is we'll go there when it's dry in like July or August, and we'll struggle and struggle, and then somebody will go to the sand chute in the winter when the sand's wet and compact, and they'll be like, the sand chute's not that bad. That doesn't work on this hill we're going to. It's just a steep summer or winter. Oh my goodness. When this call came in, I knew where this was when I heard Colin say, oh no. And I'm like, is it the radio tower? And he's like, yes. And then all of our faces went pale.
They still are pale.
So Colin, I'm not driving this time, you're driving.
Don't put me in that position.
I'm gonna spot you through this. Whew. You gotta learn somehow. Come on, Peanut. Got the hubs locked in. I know most of you know what that means, but for those that don't, that just means that the drive axle is now attached to the hub and we have 4-wheel drive. So it's looking like the customer didn't even make it up to the scary spot. So that's kind of good and bad. The good thing is that there's less chance of something going wrong. The bad thing is Colin's not going to get to
do real world experience off-road.
Except for we're going to do some training today. After we get him out, we're going to have you drive to the top, turn around and come back. Stop. Let it come back just a little bit. Right there. I'll put it in park. We'll hold. Okay, come out. All right, are you in park?
Yes, sir. Parking brake on.
Foot on the brake?
Foot's off right now.
Okay. Is your dog nice?
Yes.
All right, so let's get you out of here.
Oh, I got a little off the line I wanted.
Yeah, well, there's nothing better up there. Colin, jump in this. Woo! How's it feel?
Like an angle.
Okay, so go ahead and start it up. Okay, put it in neutral. Take the parking brake off. Keep your wheel right where it's at. And just let it roll, see if it'll roll. That's the speed I want you to go. You're doing great. Slower. Turn your wheel sharper. Yeah. Don't lean against it. See how it's not responding to the steering input? It takes so long. You're good. Just get the back of the over up. Using the park brake and stuff. You're in 4 low. How much air do you have in your tires? Okay, I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make Colin walk back up there. Colin, just turn around when you get to a good spot. Colin's got the XJ back to safety. Now we're gonna make him come up and put the MORR in peril. What do you think, Peanut? There's not really any spotting. I mean, I wanna be up there at the top to help him turn around because it's terrifying. This road, you don't really need a spotter. You just need a lot of gumption. Okay, Colin, you ready for your lesson?
You said there's nothing up there.
There's
Why do we
nothing.
need to go up?
Well, you've either got to back this down or go up and turn it around.
We're driving up.
All right. Stand next to this so you can see the angle of the Jeep.
Colin, can I have all of your vehicles if you don't make it?
You can have my Jeep.
Yeah.
My dad gets my Corvair. Rudy gets my C10.
So we're at the level of Lower Smiths right now. And you're going to be the level of Upper Smiths in a minute.
So here's the question. Do I put on my seatbelt?
I wouldn't.
Just pray to get thrown out?
Yes.
That's a terrible option to live.
All right, I'm not going to really be spotting you. Just try to pick a good route and keep your nose pointed uphill.
That's a lot of work for an old man.
Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm gonna be like Hulk Hogan. I'm tapping you in for this part.
Nope. He thought he was gonna tap me in.
You ready to do this?
Yeah. I think I want to put my nose over here.
You can.
And then I'll back. I think it's less steep right here.
I would say swing along, get your nose right here.
Okay. Look how far that is.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna observe while you do the right thing. I'll come get you if you need help.
Okay.
This is good for him. Good for us too, huh, Peanut? We get some exercise, some fresh air. You're thinking about it too much.
Am I?
You are. You're so far. You're so far from tipping over right now.
No, I'm not.
Just keep driving. You're doing great. Turn it hard left. Get that front end up.
Stop.
You're good. Right there. I'd come forward. Take another bite. How's that feel?
Awful.
Okay, come forward. You're fine. It's not as bad as it feels.
It feels terrible.
Turn your scanner bar on. That'll make it a lot better. Piece of cake.
The worst part is just that first part right there.
Yeah.
It just kicks you over.
Man, there's just, look at that. You can't see over the hood there. You can't see the road. There, it's just peeking into view. Okay, so here's the thing. You gotta be in first gear. Okay, let your brake off a little bit. See how fast this wants to go. Okay, that's too fast. Let off the brake a little bit. Get off the gas at all. Yeah, beautiful.
This is where the people get in trouble all the time, is this turn.
Yeah, they try to back off on it right here. So we do get that question, like, why don't they just back off? Well, this time we were able to back off, but when you come up around this corner, backing off's not an option.
You want to ride? Sure. You guys can come hop in.
So Colin made that turn up there, Colby.
Yeah.
But he wasn't brave about it.
I wasn't happy about it. I wasn't squealing. I was just like, "Are you sure?"
Because I'm like, you're doing fine. You're good. He's like, "Are you sure?"
This is nothing right here. I'd drive up this a million times. I just don't want to do that turn.
There's a spot up there where if you stop, it's virtually impossible to get going again.
All right, there you go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna head back and get to work on the spud truck.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.
Come on, Peanut, load up.
Don't work too hard.
All right, I know some of you are gonna say he could have driven that out if Colin drove it out. And you're right, he could have if he would have had the confidence and the knowledge to do it. He wasn't sure where his back wheels ended up. He was backing down and it fell into that hole. And the further he drove backwards, the worse it got. And when he tried to drive forward, the worse it got. So he decided to call us. You're just gonna have to have a little bit of charity here. Good job, Colin.
Yeah, that was exciting. That wasn't it.
How do you feel now that you've done the radio tower? What are your feelings on the radio tower?
I feel like I'm more prepared for jobs in the future, but there's no reason you guys should be driving up there.
Like Colin said, there is no reason to drive up that road. There's nothing up there but terror, heartbreak, and death. And sometimes redemption if you call us fast enough. Thanks for watching.
I just got the tastiest shot of MORR beer of my entire career.
Oh yeah? Yeah. We'll show that again on the screen.